All right, we're recording.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome to Needles at the Ready. That was quick when I said welcome to Needles at the Ready.
I know we normally don't get right into it like that. So what?
But
what
here
is
we
wrong
go
with us? Hello. It is
Saturday.
Well, we should introduce ourselves for those of you who don't know.
All right.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Ray.
We are a knitting channel.
We
a
are
Fibercast.
Fibercast.
A podcast.
I like that. We're gonna steal that from Aaron and Chip.
Hell yeah.
Over at the Fiber Hustle.
Yeah, Fiber Hustle dudes came up with it.
Yeah.
So Fibercast.
Yeah, we share. We all share all of us podcasters, right?
Right.
We steal shamelessly and share all the fun goodness.
Absolutely.
Right.
So today is Saturday, November 14th. It's just after 10 a.m. here in Connecticut, where we're coming to you from.
It's morning time.
It is morning.
Yeah.
We are we're much better morning people than we are afternoon people, I feel like.
I think so too. Yeah, I agree. It takes me 3 cups of coffee though to wake up and be productive, but
well, you got actually super productive early today. I was impressed.
I know I did the dishes, which we left dishes overnight last night. So
I don't like doing.
I don't like doing that either. So I woke up with a little anxiety when I came down to the kitchen, but it was fine.
You tidied up?
We did.
Stuff?
Yep.
So we actually have a new setup today too. We're using a new camera. We do not have a microphone attached to it. So if there's any sound issues, we apologize.
I know.
We will have it for the next episode.
Yes.
For sure.
We thought we had the attachment
but we did
for the
not.
microphone, but we did not.
So
hopefully y'all can hear us.
Yeah, we can edit it so that we can increase the volume. So hopefully everything works out.
Totes.
Hopefully the new setup is a little bit crisper. I feel like we look more color-wise. We don't have to...
Like more natural?
Yeah, it's more natural. We don't have to do a lot of setup with this. So hopefully it works out well. And yeah, so let's talk about our last 2 weeks.
Yeah, so last 2 weeks were nice. We came to you as Ethel and Carlotta last time.
Oh, we did. So
that was really fun.
Speaking of Ethel and Carlotta, there was, so Ethel was a bit of a chatterella.
Ethel was
a bit of a chatterella.
She was.
And she didn't let Carlotta speak a little bit towards the end of their episode. It was great to have them here and visiting, but so there was one thing that Carlotta was trying to get out.
That's right.
Right?
We had a lot of comments.
We had some comments, so we had to go back to Carlotta and ask her, ma'am, what were you trying to, what was your point? So what she wanted to say to y'all, because, oh, Carlotta. So we were talking about, or Carlotta was talking about how people have sensitivity to smells.
Right.
And like essential oils and stuff and candles. So a good way if you like to get a little refresher in the home is to boil some water and then throw some cinnamon in it. And it just makes your entire house smell like cinnamon.
Yes. You can do cinnamon sticks. You can do like ground cinnamon.
I was even thinking you could probably do like the pumpkin pie seasoning.
Oh,
get a little bit of everything in here.
That would be nice.
Some cloves. Like if you did cloves and like orange peel. That would work
so what
really well.
I found too, and sometimes when we make like apple cider in the crock pot, we'll put it in the crock pot with some apple cider. We'll do an orange and then put the whole cloves all like inside the orange rinds or the actual whole orange. And we cut up some oranges as well. Yep. And, throw that in with some cinnamon sticks, some like nutmeg or pumpkin pie spice. It's really delicious. And it makes your whole house smell so good. It does. Yeah.
So that was, we just wanted to make sure we got Carlotta's message out to y'all.
That's right. Carlotta was a little upset.
She'll be very appreciative that we did that.
Yeah, Ethel talked over her quite a lot.
Yeah, a little chatterella.
Yeah, she was. I don't think it was a good time of day for that two of them.
No. Those biddies, they go to bed really late at night.
It was probably close to their bedtime.
What was it, like
2 o'clock or something when they recorded?
So 2 weeks we did. Oh, the following day was our 5-year wedding anniversary. Yeah. So we got together with your brother and our sister-in-law.
And thank you all for the anniversary wishes.
Thank you.
It was really awesome. We had a lot of comments in the last video. A lot of well-wishers. So thank you all so much. Really means a lot.
Yeah, it was a nice night.
Yeah,
we cooked chicken parm. We had butternut squash and pumpkin soup that we did not eat.
No, but we ate it the next day. It was really good.
It was very good. What else do we have? Oh, we had the pasta with the ricotta cheese and the Italian sausage.
Did we talk about that was a Rachel Ray meal?
We didn't. It's a Rachel Ray 30-minute meal. It's, I think, from her first book, and there's a lot of alterations that you can make, like throwing in some cherry tomatoes or doing one with like peas and basil, I think. So it's a really good, fast meal.
Totally.
It's one of our favorites.
Yep.
And what else? Oh, and then we had some vanilla bean white chocolate cheesecake for dessert.
Yeah. It was so
delicious.
Good. From Red Lobster.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I don't know who actually like makes it. I'm sure they distribute it to other restaurants and stuff like that.
But it's amazing cheesecake.
It was delicious cheesecake.
Then we hung out, we talked, we played a board game.
Yeah,
had
it was
music
really fun.
going. Well, not a board game, like a game though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And then what else have we done? Oh, and we were off that week.
Yeah, we were off the whole week, so we got a lot of knitting done.
We did. We went to, that Monday we went to IKEA and we went to Knit New Haven.
Yep.
Which was our first trip to a yarn store since pandemic kicked in.
Yeah, it was really nice to go to, like, to be physically present in a yarn store.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you had a plan, which was really good.
Yes.
I had a plan, too. And we'll show you our purchases, and we had some projects in mind with some yarn that we wanted to buy. And so it was nice, so we were able to do that. But then also, like, I started getting sidetracked a little bit because there were so many, like, little nooks and crannies. I'm like, oh, let's buy this. Oh,
yeah,
let's buy
so many beautiful
where did our
notions.
keychains go?
That's a great question. I have no idea.
Me neither. I wonder if I put them in my bag.
Oh, maybe. I might know.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Yep.
You have them?
I think so.
Oh, maybe they're in there. Okay. Yeah. So we, just like little, we did some, I did some impulse
some notions.
Buying.
They had tons of notions.
Yeah.
But we did go in with projects in mind because we went back. So New Haven went back to phase 2. So it limits the number of people that they're allowed in the store. They're a small store.
It's a small store, yeah.
And I think they were up to 4 during phase 3, and they went back to phase 2, which allowed 3. And I believe it was only for 30 minutes. So we wanted to make sure that we weren't being like disrespectful to other people and allowing other people, if they wanted to go, the time to get in there and shop. So we really did have projects in mind, yarn in mind, and I thought we did pretty well.
Did very well. It was really fun. And we kind of talked about this in live the last, about a month ago, 3 weeks ago. Some people were asking us questions like, who's the better cook of the two of you? Who's this? Who's that? And somebody had asked who's the planner of the two. And Kevin totally is.
This guy.
So that day, we planned it out so that we went to IKEA because they opened first.
Yes.
So we went to IKEA for 10 a.m. and with the plan of going to Knit New Haven at 11 when they opened up. And we really stuck to our plan pretty well. I think we got to Knit New Haven at 20 after 11 or something.
Even
like
maybe.
That. Maybe a little bit before that.
And they're maybe about 5 minutes apart, 10 minutes apart, 5 minutes probably. So it was a nice day.
We had a whole plan in place.
So that was our Monday, and then the Tuesday we bought another type of shelf like this, but a smaller one in here, so that we could rearrange and tidy this space up.
Yeah, we've got some open cubes now here, towards the bottom. It's
nice.
Stuff.
So more yarn. So we did that on Tuesday. We put it together, cleaned this out, cleaned the closet, threw out 2 huge bags of garbage from in there.
I know. Isn't it funny how you hold on to things, thinking oh, I'm probably going to use this, and you put it in a closet thinking that you're going to. Or boxes. So I find that we have a lot of boxes.
We do.
When we get an iPad or a new mouse for the computer. You always hang on to the box. What if I have to return it? What if it breaks? So then you
what if we move?
Right.
Just easy ways to pack things up again. It's
and then you're well, what the hell was I thinking?
We
don't need to keep this box. So we had a lot of that stuff.
That closet actually became more of a junk drawer. Everybody has their junk drawer in their kitchen most of the time. That's kind of what it became. So it was nice to clean that out.
It was.
Then we spent 2 days doing yard work.
Yeah. I finally cut the grass.
Yeah. We did the leaf blower and mulcher and raked because there's so many sticks in our backyard. So raking initially is really nice to just get it all together, all the sticks, because the leaf blower is not going to pick it up. So that was nice. We did our knit night. Oh, we did the Sunday on our anniversary. We went to the ladies over at Knitting Posse had a Zoom knit night.
They call it knit night at noon.
Knit night at noon,
which was cute. I thought that was very clever.
So we got to hang out with them and a bunch of their viewers, meet some new people. And then her name is escaping me, but one of the Knitters League, she was there and I don't remember her name.
Not Lisa.
No. It's on the...
You'll remember it as
I'll
soon
remember.
as we stop.
Absolutely.
Like as soon as we hit stop or something.
What else did we do? So
I don't know, but that was nice. They had a nice turnout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Kind
was
of
fun
like
to
did
meet
like
with
round robin, like answering questions, which I thought was really clever of them.
Yes, they did a
good job.
really great job.
Yeah.
With keeping the discussion going and the interaction.
Nothing like what we do. At
No.
all.
No. Well, we don't do a Zoom. We do a...
No, but we're a tangent. We're like full of tangents.
That's right.
Yeah. They kept everybody together.
Yeah.
It was good.
What else? And they had people, like there were some people from the UK.
Yeah.
There.
Ireland?
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 I think Ireland.
Yeah, it was nice.
No, maybe not Ireland. Maybe.
I think it was.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And
the intention of that was we were going to try to all get together in person.
yeah, they try to put together an in-person
Yeah.
one.
But luckily,
But COVID and weather.
right. And we have the technology. Now that we can kind of like all get together.
Yeah.
So
What else did we do?
I think we kind of like did a lot of the house stuff. And, I was saying to people at work when I had gotten back, people were like, oh, how was your, vacation? Did you go on it? Well, not obviously there's nowhere to go. But I said, it was really nice because we were able to like relax and do nothing and not feel guilty about it.
But we did stuff every day.
We
did
did.
something every day to be productive.
But to like sit on the couch like and just knit and not have to feel, man, I have, I only have a limited amount of time to do this, this, and this. So it was just nice to like just kind of be.
Yes.
So
yeah, it was definitely nice to kind of unwind and de-stress, but enjoy the time and not feel like it was a waste of time off, maybe.
Agreed. And I didn't feel like that at all.
No,
I felt
me neither.
I was completely rested.
No, I loved it.
Yeah,
I actually wish I was still on vacation.
No, totally. I can get used to that for sure.
I totally could.
Yeah.
So
We just have to figure out what we can do to sustain our pantry without having to go to work every day.
Right.
Yeah.
And then this week we're just kind of back to normal, working.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. My job, we laid off another person in my department, so now we're down to 3 reps. So that's so much fun. And my schedule changes next week, so I'm going into work an hour earlier and getting out an hour earlier. So, like,
there's pluses and minuses to that. There's pros and cons for
sure.
Yeah,
I'm totally gonna have to like rework my daily schedule.
You do like a lot of your knitting in the morning.
I do.
And but anyway.
So that's been our 2 weeks.
That's it. That's been our 2 weeks. It's been fun. It's been nice. Nice. I feel great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about admin stuff. I think we only have one thing really to discuss is that we still have our Benjamin Matthew Designs knit along going on. It runs till the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just knit one of his patterns. We have a FO and a chatter thread that we'll be pulling prizes from.
Yes. And Kevin, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that all?
I think so. So we have this podcast and it'll end on November 30th.
Right. So we have one more.
A few more weeks to go with that. We've got some, about 50, I think, entries on that one.
Do we? Let's see.
I think. I don't know how many, I actually haven't checked in like 2 days, to be honest with you.
And then community.
Yeah, you can look at that.
Groups.
So it's nice. And then there's a lot of chatter, and I think it's great too because a lot of people weren't aware of Benjamin Matthews, and he's got a lot of awesome designs.
He does.
Shawls, cowls, hats.
I think he just came out with a new hat pattern this week too.
I think you're right. It looks really good.
Yeah, I do like it. We have 36 posts.
FOs?
Yeah, 36
Excellent.
FOs. So that's really awesome.
That's great. So you've got some more time. His patterns take like no time at all. They're they're quick, they're fun, they're easy. So get on it.
And then lastly, we forgot to do this in our previous episode. Well, that's because Ethel and Carlotta were here.
Ethel and Carlotta were just
they just don't have a lot up there sometimes.
No. Totes.
So we've been sharing with you guys some of the projects that we've been getting from Mary Pat. Mary Pat has she normally sends us an email like every week, just highlighting one of the 12 knitters now. Knitters and crocheters that
let's call them crafters.
Crafters?
Yeah.
So knitting or sending us some of the their projects. So we got an email with our last one.
Yeah, this is Jermaine. So Jermaine's been, I'll show you his project. And it's nice too because she does, like Kevin said, send the pictures of like the projects and stuff. I love the yarn that he chose.
Yeah, that's a really fun color.
Yeah, it's really fun.
It's fine hemp.
It is fine hemp twine.
Twine.
Yeah. So she said he found some twine at the craft store, I guess, for like beading and stuff, but he's using it to knit, and it looks really cool. I love the colors.
Yeah, they're fun colors.
So I don't know. Oh yeah, y'all can see, right?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glare, but that's
a little bit of a glare.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty.
It's really pretty. Yeah.
So this has been one of the great joys.
I love that stitch. I don't know, like it's almost like a...
Yeah, it almost looks like a star burst.
Really cool. So it's really awesome. Mary Pat and the boys, they've turned to like knitting to kind of bring them together and, and grow as people. And I think that that's just really an awesome thing. I'm not sure how old Jermaine is. Usually... I think the boys kind of, range from 12 to 17 years old, something like that.
I believe so.
So, I don't know if she says it.
It's just actually been one of the huge benefits of doing this.
Yeah.
Is getting stories like this and hearing from other knitters and crocheters and crafters in general. So
so he was the last of the 12.
I know.
Which was, I
loved getting the emails.
Me too.
We'll have to get update emails.
Yeah,
just
she
like
started
projects that they work on.
Mm-hmm. She started some updates on them, which is really cool, and we'll bring them to you as we go. And I think she's got like a new batch maybe coming in.
That'll be fun.
And then she's going to use some of these guys to kind of mentor them, which I think is really neat.
Absolutely,
build the community. It's awesome.
It's been a fun time getting those stories.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, and you know what we did not do at the beginning either?
What?
Is we haven't thanked all of our returning viewers, all of our subscribers or returning viewers, and any new viewers. Thank you so much for joining us.
We really
appreciate
appreciate it.
We just did a tangent for 16 minutes without doing that. So
we sure did.
If you guys are new and you like the channel, give us a thumbs up, subscribe.
Totes.
All that fun little YouTube stuff. Leave comments. We love comments.
Yeah.
So I think that's everything. Should we get into some knitting?
Okay.
All right.
So,
what do we have? What about FOs, finished objects? Do you have any?
No.
I, ladies and gentlemen, have 2.
Well, that's just amazing.
That's what I think.
I know.
Let's get these. So my first one. Yes, these have been a pleasure to knit. So if you've watched previous episodes, we've been knitting the Stephen West Slip Stitch Extravaganza shawl, which I needed a break from, to be honest. It's a lot of knitting.
Totally
we're 900 stitches on the needles. That's a lot. And I just needed a break from it. So when we went to Knit New Haven, I got some yarn.
Yep.
I don't know that I intended to knit these 2 projects with the yarn that we bought that day right away. But it happened.
I know we were like, do we wait and show the yarn on the next podcast? And then we just loved them so much that we both cast on projects with the yarn that we got.
So my first project was a Benjamin Matthews design. It's the Luft Beanie.
This is amazing.
It is knit with, where are my tags? Here they are.
Oh, they're there.
So I knit it in the yarn that it's called for. The yarn that's called for is the Woolfolk. So these colors, they don't have names, but it
they don't?
No, it's color L10, color L13, and color L4.
Oh.
And here is my beanie.
It's so good. I love it so much.
This is a warm hat, right?
Yeah.
It's a little bit slouchy for me, if you can see.
Yeah, but I love that look.
I love it.
Yeah, I love that look.
It was really, really fun and quick. I knit it in 2 days. I
really did.
Yeah. I love the
fast.
little...
Yeah.
How the manipulation of a knit and a purl stitch just makes really fun patterns.
It looks like a twist almost, like a twisted ice cream or something like that.
Yes.
You know?
Oh, now I want ice cream, guys.
Okay, stop it. We haven't eaten.
So,
what else is new?
I know. We never eat before we do this. So, this was a really fun knit. The yarn is
let's talk about
dream.
that yarn.
So, here's what I have left.
So, a little bit of a splurge.
Absolutely. Yeah. But, so, yes, it's a 50-gram ball. I forget the price. It was maybe like $18.
Yeah.
Here's what I have left of each. This is the main color. So I have a decent amount left. I might actually be able to knit another hat if I go black.
As your main color.
This is my second color. And this is my
As the middle stripe?
Yeah.
So black here and here.
Yep.
This would be the
tannish.
The tan color. And then this would be that greenish.
Yeah, I think so. I may
do it
again. It's so
incredibly soft.
So
did you wash this?
No, I haven't blocked it.
Really?
Yeah. So it is, the blend of it is 50. Where is it? I think it's like 50% wool.
I think you can even fold up the brim. Yeah, you can fold up the brim and it's more of a beanie.
Yeah.
You don't lose anything here because this looks like just a plain stockinette.
Yeah. No, I love the hat.
Totally. Great job.
And you know what I love too is I love the little pearl bumps.
Oh, here. See, I like it. I like it with the rolled brim actually.
Yeah, but it takes a little bit away from that first section of the that tan-ish color. But yeah, it's super warm. I was wearing it outside today because it was like 40 degrees when we woke up.
Good job.
So it's 55% Ovis 21 Ultimate Merino. Have no idea what that merino is.
Ovis?
Yeah. O-V-I-S.
O-V-I-S.
Right? Ovis. And it's 45% Pima cotton. 1% of profit on wool yarn goes back to Ovis 21. So they must be an organization.
Oh, that's amazing.
So this is the yarn is constructed, it's a netting, and I'm almost thinking that that's what the cotton is.
I wonder if you can see it.
It makes a netting, and then they blow the wool into it.
It's not going to focus because our faces and stuff. Cover your face. No, I don't know.
So it makes...
Whatevs.
So yeah, it just makes a nice netting, and then they blow the merino into it.
Yeah.
So it also creates a really nice, there's just you can see a halo on the yarn. I was very nervous. I thought that I was going to poke the yarn.
Yeah. Right?
The netting. And I didn't. So it just knit up really quickly. This would be another yarn. This is considered a bulky weight, but it's not really bulky.
No.
I think
it squishes down.
Yeah, I even think he says in his pattern, it's more of like a heavy worsted or an Aran weight.
Sure.
So you could totally do this with an Aran weight yarn too. So I'm thinking, I have some Quince & Co. I think Aran weight that I may do this again and just see what a different type of yarn that's a non-superwash. This is a non-superwash, just beautiful luxury yarn. Imagine a sweater in this.
I was just going to say the same thing, but I didn't want to interrupt you like Ethel did.
Yeah.
I think a sweater in that would be amazing.
Yes.
Holy cow.
But I would love to see it with an Aran weight, non-superwash, 100% wool. Just kind of see how the texture and the structure of it changes. But that's such a beautiful knit. So I used the same exact yarns he used in his, it looks like. And there's some other... It's a paid-for pattern. It's $6 on Ravelry.
Oh, I like the darker. That's nice. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, here's another one. This is that you can... Oh. Jerk face. Right, so black, red, and gray.
That's cool.
Really, really nice.
Yeah.
So...
Cool.
Yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Really fast.
Yeah, I'm a little jelly. Hey, how about I have that leftover yarn and see if I can make it like that?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And then
maybe I can enter our giveaway for some prizes.
Oh, maybe. No. And then I did one more hat. This It's
actually right here in front of your face.
I know, but I was looking for this. So this I was really inspired to knit from Aaron at Fiber Hustle.
Yeah.
He's knit one of these before, and then he just recently knit one and finished it for Chip. I loved it, I wanted to knit it. It
looks good on Chip.
I've wanted to knit it for a while, so I decided to take the plunge, and I made myself a hatch.
Oh, the colors are showing up really well. I think our lighting is a little bit dim right now, but...
No, I think it's good. I think it's all right.
Okay.
This is a Brooklyn Tweed pattern. It was written by Emily Green. I knit this using Brooklyn Tweed Arbor.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
In parka.
It's gorgeous.
This way. Parka. So it's a really nice, hunter green. I have a jacket that's really similar. It's like army green. That's what it reminds me of, like army green. So the nice thing about this hat, Again, it's a paid pattern. It's $8 on Ravelry. You could also obviously get it from Brooklyn Tweed's website.
Right.
So number one, the pattern is super unisex, right? The entire thing's just ribbing, different types of ribbing throughout the hat. And it comes with two versions. It comes with a beanie version, or it comes with, I think this is a watch cap. Yes, a watch cap.
Okay.
So I did the watch cap. And then, so it just gives you, so that you have a double thick brim.
Oh, it looks so cozy.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh my God.
It is beautiful. It's nice and thick right around your ears where you want it.
How does the yarn feel?
The yarn's great. So the stitch definition is really, really good on this yarn.
Sure.
You know, it's obviously it being a non-superwash yarn.
Yeah.
You're going to get really great
That's what I
stitch
love
definition.
about that type of yarn.
And this is a DK weight. So again, I mean...
Oh yeah, Arbor is DK.
Yeah, you could do two fingering to get the same gauge.
Right.
So I do want to make another one, and I would like to do out of a super wash yarn, again, just to play with textures, see the fit of it, the feel. It's a one size, which is nice, because the ribbing's going to allow it to fit really any head. I haven't blocked it. Neither of the hats. I'll do a light blocking on each of them. I'm not going to...
I wouldn't go crazy.
Normally when I block my hats, I blow up a balloon and I put it over the balloon and let it get its shape and dry.
Even though we have mannequin heads.
No, but
I always forget about those.
We do have some mannequin heads.
But you don't need... I mean,
no, the balloon helps just to
and you can
get
change
the
the
shape.
size and stuff.
Yeah. So I always use that to block. So I'll give these a nice little light blocking. I did weave in my ends. Do you know that's a huge benefit of doing this, right?
What, weaving in?
I weave in my ends for
the podcast.
For the podcast, right?
Thank God, because if you didn't...
If I didn't...
So
There's a bin of hats that have their ends not woven in.
Yes.
And maybe a couple shawls.
Yes. There's actually one down... We have a bin... We have like a larger bin downstairs by the front door or in our little foyer entrance way. For like with our knits that we would, you can grab, go out of the house or, whatever. And there's a shawl in there that the ends are not woven in. It's like a brown color. It's really nice. I don't know what it is.
Huh.
Yeah.
I wonder.
I noticed that today.
Are you sure it's brown? Is it red?
Maybe.
Could it be red?
Probably.
Okay.
Oops. Please.
So, back to the hatch hat.
Yes.
This uses 2 skeins of yarn.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a good amount left over here.
Oh, yeah, you do.
So... maybe at least half of it.
Those might be good if you do fingerless mitts, you can maybe do like cuffs.
Yeah.
In those, and then do like a contrasting color for the actual.
Yeah, it was a fun. Yeah, it kept you interested.
Yeah.
You could. Obviously, this section was a lot down here, the first section. So when I do it again as the beanie, you cut out about, I think, 2 inches off of it, so it'll go a little bit quicker. But yeah, this is a good pattern. I think it's a good knit for anybody that you want to make a hat for. It here's the let's see, do we have a good picture? Yeah, so here's kind of the beanie version and the watch cap.
Oh yeah.
This isn't working so well.
No,
there we go. Right there. So yeah, good pattern.
Oh, really
I'm
good.
happy I bought it. Happy I got the arbor for it. So I knit both projects with the cloth pour yarns. How often does that happen?
I know.
Like almost never.
I know.
So yeah, so those are my FOs.
Excellent. And then those go into some acquisitions too, right? Because that's where I know you said it, but you got those from New Haven.
That's part acquisition as well. So it was so we bought the 3 skeins of the Luft yarn and 2 skeins of arbor.
Excellent. Great job.
So that's it for FOs.
How about we do what we're wearing?
I was just going to say the same thing.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's like we know each other.
Like we know each other.
Right?
Wow.
Okay. So what are you wearing?
I've shown this before, but I'm wearing my Pure Joy by Joji Locatelli. And this is knit actually in Leading Men Fiber Arts in Dirty Truce and Don't Fear the Reaper in their MCN base. It's so warm and cozy. I wear this
He does wear it often.
Often. I don't have very many shawls that I've knit myself, or that Kevin's knit me one as well. I think I wore 2 episodes ago, maybe. The Clockwork by Stephen West. That was really nice too.
I feel like we just got very dark.
Me too. That's what I'm thinking. Like, we probably should have brought a light in here or something. But
interesting.
Yeah, whatever.
The sun's shifting.
Yeah, totally. We don't know what it means to be here at like 10:30 in the morning. What our sun looks like, because we usually record a little bit later.
And typically too, we have lights, like some extra lighting.
Yeah.
But this, to start with, looked really good. So I actually don't mind it so much.
We'll see what happens. Yeah. We'll get some feedback. I mean, it is,
I mean, we are not professionals.
No.
Right?
I think we've established that already, that we're totally not professionals in the slightest.
We are not. Yeah. So,
and what are you wearing?
I'm wearing my dotted race.
Yeah, you are.
This is a pattern by Stephen West.
Yeah. Oh, I should have taken mine off. So
I made the small version.
That yarn is amazing.
This yarn is by Amanda Knits. This is avocado toast on her Cantus base, which is 80/20 2-ply.
I think that's the base that we chose for our Harry Potter club.
It is, because I love this base so much. This base is really good for shawls. It's not a good. I don't think it's. I don't know.
80/20 is fine.
Yeah, but it's the ply.
Oh, I see.
For socks. Sure. I believe when you knit socks, you want a 4-ply.
Okay.
Because it's a tighter twist, so it's going to wear better. I think. I could totally be wrong.
Okay.
But I feel like I've heard this somewhere, that's why some yarn's actually called sock yarn and not fingering.
Oh.
It has to do with the ply of it.
Oh, I see.
But yes, this is great. I do wish I made a larger one.
Yeah.
But
now, how many skeins of yarn is that?
This was like a skein and a half. But to be honest, it's actually really good, a good size, because it's not super fiddly.
Yeah.
So it's not hanging down and like getting into things if I'm wearing it around the house.
Right.
Because I do find, like, now that it's starting to get colder out, that we're wearing more knits in the house. Like
absolutely.
Hats and shawls.
Yeah.
So
we're bathrobe wearers usually in the wintertime?
Well, you are.
I'm a bathrobe wearer in the wintertime. It's like my house coat.
You're a
I like
sweatshirt.
to be snuggled up, like, and I wear my thick, bathrobe over my clothes. But like, it's just like nice. So your point, it's really nice to have some knitted things to start wearing around the house.
Yeah.
Because the bathrobe's like big and bulky. Well, the reason why I ask about the skeins of yarn is because I've been dying to knit that, and my plan was to use Amanda Knits Exploding Cornish Pixies.
Oh, you could totally do it with the Exploding Cornish Pixies.
Yeah,
sure.
I have 2 skeins of that. Do you think I could do the large one with the 2 skeins? I mean,
I don't know, to be honest. I don't remember.
So I was thinking about, because I think this would be a lot of fun. Or is that too busy, you think?
No, I don't think it'll be too busy. I would.
So it's 438 yards.
It's
50% merino, 50% silk. I think it would have a really nice drape on it.
I feel like you would need a third skein to do the large.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't recall.
Maybe I can find I don't know. Maybe I can find something else I don't know. Because I don't know if she's selling these anymore.
You could use like a solid color and do the last section in a solid, almost like how Pure Joy has the solid green at the bottom.
Okay.
So you could do that. There's also, he has a couple different
you can
versions.
Stripe it, kind of?
Yeah, he has a couple different versions of it. He does tell you where you could stripe.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe, all right. So maybe I haven't bought the pattern yet. So, but this is my. I'm sorry, I didn't open mine up, but this is my Pure Joy.
This is what I haven't worn mine in a while. This is one of favorite shawls.
And I don't know if you all remember, like when I chose the yarn colors, I was like, it was so hard to see how they would work together. You know, the green and the that gray. But I think that they work very well together. So I'm gonna wear this like a little cowl, kind of, huh? It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's that.
That's what we're wearing.
Yeah, that's what we're wearing.
So now let's talk about some whips.
Whips.
I only have one. So
I have 4.
So,
this is why I don't have any FOs, because I got a little bit whip happy.
1, 2. Oh yes, I see. I see your dilemma. So why don't you?
It's because we went to Knit New Haven, and I wanted to cast on that project, and then.
But that's only one of your current whips. Is
oh well, let me live my dream.
So why don't you go? I'm going to sit back and relax while you
Great.
take over.
Okay, so number one is in this amazing bag. Oh, Max and Vincent in Boutique La Garçon.
Yeah.
Did I say it correctly?
Sure.
I probably didn't. But they're having a shop update today. So I'm hoping... The 14th. So I'm hoping that we have some stuff left over.
We totally got really dark.
I know. Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to turn this light on?
Let's see. No, absolutely not. Oh, no.
Look how shadowy we are.
I know. I look like a reaper.
Don't fear the reaper. All right, well, whatever. It is what it is. You guys know what we look like. Okay, so,
we both have facial hair again.
Yeah.
I think I'm keeping mine this length. I don't think I'm going to go long like I did before.
So the reason I'm doing, well, here's a tangent. I'm doing this for No Shave November, which raises awareness for cancer prevention and men's health. There's also Movember, which is another organization for guys or whoever to grow out their mustache to raise awareness for men's health and a couple of other things as well.
Is it for testicular cancer?
So Movember is for testicular cancer, colon cancer, prostate. It's just like general men's health. No Shave November really is more about cancer prevention and education. And so with both of them, the goal is the idea behind it is that you forego shaving and you donate any of the money that you would normally spend on shaving supplies to one of these organizations. They have like fundraisers and you can kind of get a page together. I didn't do that. I'm more doing it for raising awareness because I do still have to kind of like keep it a little bit clean for work. I don't know how much longer I'll be able to wear the beard though, because our numbers for COVID are kind of spiking pretty bad, and I know that that's true across the country. So I may have to shave it to be able to wear respirators and things again, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, so that's why I'm going for it. It's just to raise awareness, and maybe we'll put a link down below if you are all interested in learning a little bit more about supporting these two causes and raising awareness. And so, yeah, so that's where it kind of stems from. I know a lot of people with No Shave November or Movember, people just do it, just to do it, which is cool too. But the whole idea is to raise awareness for men's health and cancer and all that.
All right. Well,
all right.
Now let's bring it back up.
Why did we get on that tangent?
I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know either. Who knows with us? But we're really dark right now, so
we really
I have
are.
no idea
like
if
I'm
you're
so
gonna even be able to see
I'm
what's
so
going
tempted
on.
to go grab a light.
No, but then what else?
No, it's actually quite dark.
All right.
Do you think I should?
No, I think we're okay.
You're all shadow on that side of your face.
How about now? How about if I just do like hey everyone,
How
how you doing? Okay, so this is my Coffee Talk Socks by Tracy Miller. I've shown this quite often because this is taking me forever and a day to knit. This is on my Knit Companion, so it's not the best picture, but those are the Coffee Talk Socks there. I'm trying not to show you like all the bare trees in the window there. And I did one. I have one completed, which I showed last time. Yeah. And I am knitting this in Leading Men Fiber Arts using a sock blank and a mini. I've shown this a few times. So I did cast this on and I got most of the leg done. I'm almost ready for the heel. So there's the patterning on the front. It's a little scrunchy because, and I've talked about this before, the yarn is, holds its memory and shape from when it's in the sock blank. So I cannot wait to actually soak these and kind of let the yarn relax a little bit and see if we can really see. I should have brought your socks over so that you can see like what the patterning actually like looks like. Because right now it just kind of looks a little bit, messy-ish. So those are those. Those are those. Oh, I actually got my car serviced. So I went and I brought these with me and I cast them. I think I cast on the second one. and did a couple of rows there.
And she's actually releasing, and it's currently being tested. She's releasing a Coffee Talk hat. So that's going to be fun to knit. I think I probably, depending on what the weight is of the yarn, I might have enough yarn left over from the socks to possibly knit the hat.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I will, but that's really interesting. But I wonder what size yarn it's going to be.
I know. I'm almost thinking that she was probably going to go DK. I would think.
Okay.
So
that would make sense.
I have what did I use? Rusted Wagon Wheel?
Yeah, I used
and I could hold that double.
And I think you used a Knit Picks.
I did. I used the Stroll Cork.
Yeah. Speaking of Knit Picks, they have their
month of huge sales going on right now.
Totally.
And they have a new Felici.
Yeah, Felici. That's what I was talking about. So they have the worsted weight now.
They do.
In self-striping Felici, which is really awesome. Ross actually has a video where he kind of bought one of everything.
One of all
over
the
there.
Felici,
Yeah,
fall
Felici.
color palette.
Felici's a great yarn, for self-striping. I'm really excited to see the worsted. You can really do some cool hats and stuff with it, the self-striping. I think
I want to say
really
he
cool.
just did. I don't know if the hat was, he just posted a picture with the hat.
Oh, he did?
In Felici, one of the new colors, and I don't remember if it was worsted or fingering.
Huh. Well, I'm excited. One of them, Goosh? I can't remember the name
it's
of
Blue something. Blue Ocean? Something Ocean?
Yeah, I thought it was, I don't know, maybe. But there's also a darker one. Over the Wall or
some Ocean Wall?
No, it's over. It's like
here.
It's like grays and blacks and white. I think there's some silver. It's a whatchamacallit reference, Game of Thrones reference. What do they call it? Over the Wall, Beyond the Wall. I think it's called Beyond the Wall.
Get your stuff together.
I'm trying, man. I don't know.
Coming here unprepared.
I'm just making this stuff up off the cusp, off the top of my little cabeza.
Be prepared. Be a professional.
Yeah, okay. Because that tea smells so good.
It's delicious.
So that was my first whip. Kevin's gonna get some Felici information. This next, what is in here? I have no idea. Oh, my hat. This is
Beyond the Wall.
Beyond the Wall. See, I think I said Beyond the Wall.
So Beyond the Wall.
Yeah, I want this. I think this one looks really cool.
Blues and grays and black.
There is blue in there.
Really nice.
And some silver. Does it show like how it's knit up? Like how it stripes? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Isn't that nice? I like that.
Yeah, that's a very nice one. That'd be a nice hat.
It would. So they're having a big sale. Maybe we'll buy some.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure day, princess.
Thanks, pumpkin. Okay, so this one next on my list. I've attempted this before, and I'm going to do it again, and I feel much more confident in my knitting skills to do this. This is the Koolhaas by Jared Flood. It's all cabling.
Sure is.
Yeah, sure is. It's a lot of cabling. But the cables are easy. They're like the one by one cables. Is that what it's called? Whatever. I really love it. So this was one of my purchases from Knit New Haven. This is Brooklyn Tweed. Brooklyn Tweed Shelter.
Yes.
I have my ball band in here. I've been trying to keep them together like that.
That's what actually when I get my yarn wound at New Haven, that's what they do. They put it in the middle. Yeah.
So this is Brooklyn Tweed's Shelter. It's American Targy Colombian wool shelter in cast iron colorway. I love this color, actually. It's so dark.
Yeah, it's a deep
black. It's almost like a very dark gray.
Yeah.
Almost black. But I love that there's some speckling almost, or
some
tweedy bits.
Some almost undyed bits.
Yeah, and it's super woolly.
It is.
If you all, I'm sure, if you haven't knit with Shelter yet or seen Shelter, it is woolly wool. Which is I think would be great for cables because it should really, hopefully, show the stitch definition, so it'll really pop out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, I don't know what I was thinking with so dark, because I can only knit this in broad daylight, no matter how many lights I put on myself at nighttime, So I didn't do much. I did one cable repeat.
Actually, I haven't seen it yet.
So far. So this is how it's knitting up. You can't really see much of the cables in it. Like it's not showing up well on the camera.
No, it's going to be really hard.
In the light.
Yeah, you can kind of start seeing the texture of it.
I think as I build it more with the the repeats, I think I have to do 5 repeats of this. It's like an 8-row repeat.
There you go.
Can you see a little bit of it? Yeah. So I think it's gonna be cool once it's all said and done. It'll be interesting. It'll be kind of like one of those Monets, right? Like it gets more interesting as you get closer.
No,
it gets uglier as you get closer.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's not going to be a Monet.
Don't you remember Clueless?
I do remember Clueless, Monet. But then I was like, wait, but I thought it changes when you get closer.
really pretty far away.
And then it's a big old mess up front.
Yeah.
It could be a Monet. Who knows? The way that I knit sometimes. So that's my cool Haas. It's been fun. I did some cabling without the needles, without a cable needle, which I found pretty easy, but I'm not confident yet in my knitting to be able to do that. So I am using a cable. I'm actually not using a cable needle. I think I'm using one of those. I'm using this little from Clover, that little crochet hook corrector thing as my cable needle. It's working out really well. And I figured if I make a mistake, which is inevitable, that I have my tool there to help me. So that's that. So that's Cool Haas.
That's also a paid for pattern.
It is a paid for pattern by Jared Flood, but it's really awesome pattern.
It is. It's definitely not a mindless knit because of all the cables, so you definitely have to pay attention. I've done it once. But I mean, the hat itself, once it's done, is really great. And I did mine out of a superwash wool that was speckled, and it still looked fantastic when it was done. Yeah.
So I'm hoping that'll be, done soonish. That was 2. Am I still going?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay.
It's your show.
And then this last one is my blanket, which I think I showed you all last time.
I believe you started it.
I think I started it last time, right?
Yeah.
I threw a couple more rows on it, I think, since last time, so you can kind of see. You can kind of see the.
Here, do you want me to hold one in?
Sure. Just watch that needle. It's really slippery. Yeah. Oh, it's all twisted. So this is what I have so far. Yeah, this is the right side.
This is soft.
It's so soft. This is gonna be like so super duper.
Oh my gosh.
Cuddly. I know, right? I'm excited. I think it'll be easier to crochet, but I'm doing the knitting part, and I think I like the fabric. It's gonna feel like soft and very drapey.
And light.
Yeah, agreed. So this is from Lion Brands. This is in that cover story. Lion Brand cover story. And I think the colorway is Mercury. And inside the ball band has a simple Afghan pattern, which I'm just following. It's simple. There.
It's just stockinette.
It's just stockinette. So there's you knit 3 on your purl row just to create that border.
Yep.
And then I'll stockinette, and then I'll do
garter edge.
I'll do garter at to finish it off.
You know what? You could just bind off now and then sew the 2 ends together, and now you have a cowl.
Can you imagine? Oh, it's super soft and comfortable.
Yeah, it is very nice.
I think you'd look a little silly wearing this as a cowl, but who the hell knows? You do what you got to do, And this is that polyester yarn. It's huge. It's in this gigantic cake.
Gosh.
Here. I know. But I love it. It's not the easiest to get into a flow, but the rows do go kind of fast. I do have to take breaks with them, though, because my hands do start hurting after a little while, and I'm using these as US 11.
Yeah, those large needles are tough on the hand.
And you know what? I was saying to Kevin the other day, these are shorter ones. I feel like if I had longer ones, it would be a lot easier.
Absolutely.
But this is from my set. I think I have the 4-inch.
You do.
Chalgoose. So that's that. Whip number 3. And so like my habit at nighttime has been like, oh, let me pull this out, and then I knit, and I'm like, I'm gonna move on to something else, and then I have
you do that.
I've been cheating on my shawl like left and right. I have not been monogamous.
Yeah, like the other night, I think you knit on all 4 items.
I did. I totally did.
Within like an hour of each other.
I know. I wasn't feeling any of them. You know.
Yeah. You got to knit what brings you
joy.
Now
I am. Now I'm super excited to start to knit today. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna put my focus back on my shawl because we're getting there.
Yeah.
Totally getting there.
All right. Okay. So I have one whip.
Yeah.
It's like semi-living in my fat wool bag. Right? So this is my bag.
It's like
Charlotte.
It's almost bursting out.
Fat Wool Co.
Yeah.
I think I do need to move it into
right. Well, your yarn is living in there. Your shawl is just like free birding it.
Yeah. So, and I'm in the middle of a row because that's life.
Of course you are.
So this is the slip stitch.
No, just slip extravaganza.
Slip extravaganza.
Slip extravaganza.
And this is where I'm at.
Right up. Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
I'm at the end. I'm not. Am I in the middle of a row?
Sounded like you choked up for a minute.
No, I may. So yes. So here's. I'm sorry, guys. This is just a crappy view of it.
No, it's actually showing up now. You can see all your colors.
Here, let's go here. So we have section 1 down here, honeycomb, mosaic here. We have diamonds in section 3. Yep. We have.
And so here are the diamonds.
Yeah.
They're like the outline.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we have checkers. And now I'm working on chevron section.
Yeah.
So
this almost looks like a fish, like stripes that you would see on like a tropical fish almost.
Yeah, it's almost like Nemo.
Yeah, totally.
But just not the same colors.
Not. Yeah.
It's Nemo, but not.
It's Nemo, but
so I am, after this section here, this gray, I could technically bind off, but I'm not. I'm going for the large shawl, so I'll do another repeat. And I'm trying to get like 2 to 4 rows in a day.
Yeah.
But I did
take almost an hour.
So you know what I realized? So after last podcast, I was finished my checkers.
Yeah.
I took a week off. I knit my triangles over that Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
And maybe even Monday. Mm-hmm. Then I took a week off. And since then, I've done the blue. I've done this section, the blue, the yellow, the blue, the green, the yellow, the green, and now the gray.
It's a lot of knitting.
It is.
It really is.
All of the yarn I'm using is from Lolo Did It. It's on her 75-25 fingering base in Rumpelstiltskin is the green. Mm-hmm. Naked Hippo is the gray. Mm-hmm. Blue Tourmaline is the blue.
I love that blue.
And the yellow is maybe Golden Hour.
Oh.
So
your color choices are phenomenal, honestly.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see that like done. I think it's going to look so good. I almost want to hang it on a wall.
It does. So it's so outside of my comfort zone with colors. I don't mind wearing these colors, but I never would have chosen. Typically, I wouldn't choose these to knit with. Mm-hmm. I like my darker colors or my fall-like colors, my oranges. Obviously, I'm going through a green phase now.
You are going through green.
Like green and blue are probably my 2 favorite colors outside of like your neutrally gray and black. But it's a lot of fun.
It really is.
It's interesting.
Right.
I just needed something to kind of, where do I feel like there we go. I just needed a break from it. So I put it away.
So just to put it into perspective, I did the math on the last section. There's over 46,000 stitches.
In just the last section. That doesn't, wow.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah, totally.
It's been very fun to see everybody's finished objects. There was one, and I don't know who knit it, because he like puts a lot in his stories or does posts about it. There's one person who did it in one color, and it's gorgeous in one color.
Oh, yeah.
Another person
I haven't seen that one yet. I know you were saying that.
There was another one in 2, which, again, looked so great with just 2 colors. So I wouldn't be opposed to knitting it again as a, just pick up and knit some here or there with 2 colors. I think it would look really cool. And then somebody did the triangles in alternated colors, used all 3 colors in it.
I did see that.
Which looked really, really great.
Yeah, it was cool.
This is what the finish... You stupid... Here we go. Here's what the finish one is going to look like.
I know.
It's so good.
It is so good. And honestly, and I think I had mentioned this before, if I had seen the finished object first, I would have been like, that is way above that's above my capacity,
your skill level,
my capabilities. Like, absolutely. Because it looked so complicated.
It's so not.
It's so not. And this is where I'm really glad that we did the mystery knit along, because like I said, I'm so happy that we're doing it.
Yeah.
It's such a fun knit. I think the finished object is going to be amazing. Let me show you mine. But it's something that I might not have picked up if I had just seen that picture. Okay, so I am not in the middle of a row.
Good for you.
I did have this on very long needle or very long cords, but I put it back onto a 40.
No, we don't have 40-inch cords. That's one of my
30.
issues with this.
Yeah, you're right.
We have a 30-inch cord.
You're
I
right.
really wish we had a 40, so that's actually...
So it makes about 38 because we have the 4-inch tips.
Right, so think if we had the 40, we'd be at 48 inches.
Yeah, that would probably be best. Yeah.
It just makes it so much easier to manage when you don't have the needle connector or the cord connector there that creates that little, not a snag, but like it's like a speed bump.
It is kind of like a speed bump. You're right.
It really is. It's just like a speed bump, and it's very annoying to have to push your yarn over that all the time. So that's something that we need to invest in, is just get to each of us a 40-inch cord.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so this is mine. These are my colors. So far.
You can see yours so much better right now than I think your colors than you have been able to see.
I know.
In the past.
I think everything is coming together in this last section. I think that everything is so cohesive now with mine, and then those pops of oranges with the whiskey, right? It's like it's like a...
Your whiskey's like a dark gold.
It's like a gold. That's what I meant, gold. So so I have finished my first. So I'm doing the large as well. I would have bound off had I not. We would have been able to bind off here, and this would have been the regular version, small version. So I did one more color repeat here. I'm working on my second color here. I have about 3 more rows of that color to do, and then I have my last color, and then the bind off, which was it Christopher?
No, Michael from
Michael.
Piece for Piece Crafting.
Michael from Piece for Piece Crafting said it took him like 4.5 hours to do the bind off, which whatever, it is what it is. So but this is so my
yours is really
I know
that you were hesitant.
I'm falling much more in love with this, I think, because I think this is something that I would wear like all the time.
And it's actually really warm when it's just like hanging out on your legs, and you take it off, you're like, oh wow, now I'm cold.
So this is heavy.
It is quite heavy.
I'm knitting this with Trilogy Yarns in her MCN base, her plush base, which is MCN. The colors that I have, I could probably show you from here. It'll be a little bit better because I have all the colors in here. So this golden we already talked about is Whiskey. This is Little Nugget. There's
Teddy Bear.
Yeah, Teddy Bear. And then this one is Rusted. And then I think those are it. So Whiskey, Teddy Bear, Rusted,
and Little Nugget.
And honestly, it is, I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
It
was a good color choice.
It was. And it took until about the triangles maybe for me to really understand my color choices and how they'll work together. So really happy with it. I think I'm going to have plenty of yarn left over as well for what I don't know, because I still have, so I finished actually color 1 already, and I'm not going to be knitting with it anymore. And so that's how much I have left there. That's still my main color, which I might use. I might need to tap back into that one. I'm not sure. I'm almost done with this. This is my second color. This is Rusted.
No.
But
that's
sorry.
Whiskey.
Whiskey. Thank you. Look how pretty.
It is. It's such a nice. There's a nice like.
I think a hat in that would be really nice.
I have Whiskey in DK actually.
In DK?
Yeah.
You do.
I do. Yeah, I'm
a little bit bummed. I will be honest with you that we didn't take advantage of Nancy's.
I know.
Nancy,
Christmas Advent.
Christmas Advent. because some people have already gotten it.
I know, I saw.
Yeah.
Jelly.
I know, totally. So that's that. That's living in my naughty knitting sack. Here. My cactus bag with the peepees.
And her new logo is hysterical.
She has... Okay,
so clever.
If you don't follow Naughty Knitting Sacks on Instagram, follow Naughty Knitting Sacks. Mario, who designed our logo, small world, actually just designed a logo for her, and she launched it, and it's great.
It
and
really
just
is.
like the other day.
Like so perfect.
Yeah. So Mario is on. We link him down below in our show notes on Instagram. I'm not sure he was going to create a website. I'm not sure if he did yet, but feel free to reach out to him. You know, if you are interested. He said he's gotten a couple of people reached out to him, which is really awesome. So it's really great. But you should check it out. It's really funny.
It is. And
see if you see it.
That brings me back around. We forgot to mention that we have a coupon code for Naughty Knitting Sacks, which is Prickle Pants 15, which will also be below the video in show notes for 50% off your order.
Yeah, and she's got a new fabric, and I talked about it last time. She was doing a giveaway with this like sugar skull. I think it's a sugar skull. Looks really cool, but now she's got it in her shop. So
nice.
Yeah.
And that is it for the knitting content. All we have
for
left
works
is
and stuffs. We have some acquisitions.
I will post some acquisitions, but we
don't have our...
Well,
we
kind of.
Bring it.
Well, kind of. What?
We got a beautiful anniversary gift.
Yes. So one of our
I forgot.
friends of the podcast,
Yeah.
very
we didn't ask
generously,
if we can talk about it. But...
Well, we won't mention who it was. They will know who they are. Sent us a nice anniversary gift full of candy, which we love candy.
Love candy. From Canada.
From Canada. Had some chocolates and some gummy worms and gummy spiders, which are delicious.
They are delicious.
And kind of owl post-ish, I guess. I won a Stephen West giveaway.
You did. I forgot about that.
Stephen West
About damn
had...
time. We talk about him enough. I'm just kidding. We put it out into the universe enough.
So Stephen West had a giveaway, and I totally don't even remember what it was for. I forgot that I entered.
Yeah.
It was on Instagram. So I was one, if you won the main prize, you actually got a color consultation with him for half an hour. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then everybody else who won a ebook of their choice of his. So I chose the West Knits Best Knits #3 Shawl Evolution. There's 13 patterns in the book.
Wow.
So I have, it came with...
Oh my goodness.
So here's all the patterns.
You told me about this, but you didn't show me...
So what I did when I went through to make the choice, I have so many Stephen West patterns that I wanted to choose one that I didn't have the majority of the shawls.
Oh, look at the Rockefeller.
That's the one I have.
Whoa.
So I only have one pattern from this collection. I have the Rockefeller, and I've knit that in the past for one of my old coworkers. So I thought this was going to be a really good... a good book to have. There's a bunch of different shapes. So I think one of the first ones, this one looks really cool. So I might do this one.
What is that one called?
This one is called Squiggle
and
Stripe. I want to see if I could.
That's cute.
Yeah, this is a really interesting,
very interesting
pattern. Right, so that could be cool. That could be a good... That looks like it would be a really good stash buster.
Totally.
So that was really cool. It was.
I wonder if I can knit that with minis. How does it say how much you need? 800 yards.
900 yards.
900 yards.
So it was really... I mean, you get a message on Instagram from Stephen West. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So thank you to Stephen West for that. That's super generous. I was really, really excited. It took me 2 days to figure out which ebook I wanted.
Yeah.
So I literally went through each one. Looked to see which ones I had patterns from, and I just bought a bunch of patterns a couple weeks before that for his birthday sale. So I had something almost from every single one of the ebooks.
It's really cool.
Yeah. So that was my that's kind of owl postish.
That is owl postish.
It was gifted.
Nice.
And I think that was it, right?
I think that's it for owl post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about...
You want to finish, we showed a little bit from Knit New Haven.
Oh yeah, so let's finish up our Knit New Haven. I think there's only one more thing that we got from there.
No, I have some stuff too.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Let me get this. So, So Knit New Haven, they carry a lot of Brooklyn tweed, and that's really kind of, I think that's really where we get our Brooklyn tweed when we ever shop for Brooklyn tweed.
I always get it from there.
Yeah.
I typically don't buy from Brooklyn Tweed's site.
Mm-hmm. But Brooklyn Tweed has this new base called Dapple, which is a merino cotton blend, and I really wanted to try it, and I knew that Knit New Haven had it, so I picked up a couple of skeins of that with the intention I'm gonna do Kevin's cowl. Sorry, I'm gonna do Kevin's cowl. Doesn't have a name yet, and this way they'll be more in like a solid. So it's a slip stitch cowl.
Yeah, it's a mosaic
cowl. And I like the blue and the white together.
So blue's going to be your main, white's
Blue's
going to be
my main,
contrast.
and then this will be the contrast. I think these look really cool together. They're DK. This is called Blueprint. I love it. It's like Tweedy, almost, or not Tweed. Marled. Thank you. And so this is in Blueprint. This is Dapple. It's 60% merino, 40% cotton. It feels really soft.
I haven't actually touched. Yeah,
it feels really soft. It doesn't feel like cotton.
It kind of has a cottony feel to it.
Yeah, like a smooth cotton. Like I don't think this. I don't know. We'll see how it knits up.
It's not rough. It's not as hardy as cotton, like as structured.
Yeah.
There's definitely some softness to it.
Oh, so it tells you it's sourced, the wool comes from Colorado and the cotton comes from Texas. And it's spun in Two Rivers, Wisconsin.
All of their products are made in the U.S.
Yeah, dyed in Philadelphia. Boy, it gets around. So this is called Natural, in that like creamy white.
Like whipped cream.
Yeah, whipped cream. It's a woolen spun 2-ply, 20.7 micron merino. And right, the lower the micron, the softer the merino really is. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think most merino wools are typically between 21 and 24 microns.
Okay. And before I bought these, I looked on Ravelry to see like what other people like are doing, because I wanted to try it and I didn't have a pattern in mind until I thought about the cowl. But before that, I was like, what are people knitting with these? And there's a ton of sweaters. So when I bought these, the lady who sold it, the cashier, she said that she was interested in that. She had knit with it, but she saw like a lot of sweaters with it as well. So I'm curious to see how it knits up.
Here comes the dog.
I think I hear him too.
So
you come in over here?
So this next item I got in they had a sale bin where everything was $8.
Yeah.
So I just grabbed this little Notion pouch. I have no idea who it's from.
Nope.
There's no tags or anything. And it's just some felted wool. Nice little size. Keep all the little notions in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I picked this up. And
Hi, Love Bug.
Hey, baby.
Do you see the mess in here?
And then we also just got some little keychain gauges.
Yeah, and this is by Catrinkles.
Yeah, these are by Catrinkles.
Which is where we have our wooden sock blockers from as well.
Just say Knit New Haven on it, so we picked these up. Because Ray was just wandering around grabbing stuff.
Told you. It's like, these are cool. And then Kevin's like, we don't need another keychain. I'm like, but they say Knit New Haven on them. He's like, okay, grab them.
No, and I wasn't initially sold on the acrylic ones. Right. But then there were 2 wood ones, so we got the wood ones. And then last, I think, is this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We've been pretty reserved the past 2 weeks.
We have been. Do you have yours?
Yes.
So, we wanted to get some seasonal.
Oh, you saw it already, guys.
Some seasonal project bags. And so I check. There's a bunch of people that we have like shops favorited
totally.
as
not in the frame.
In Etsy. So and we watch Knit for Brains every week or 2 weeks
and we love her bags.
We do, and we actually only for ourselves we only have the sock sacks. We don't have any actual medium or large bags.
We had that beautiful bag that we ended up giving as a giveaway.
Yeah,
which was incredible. It was like forest creatures or something like that. It was really cute.
So I purchased for myself her medium
fabric.
bag.
Oh my god!
And the Cookies for Santa fabric.
It's so good,
so adorable.
We used to have these mugs.
Who did?
Those Santa mugs.
Oh yeah, do we actually have one of those? No, you know what?
No,
we have that
the
cookie dish that has that shape on it.
Yeah. But as kids, we all had, I think my mom and dad got them for us, or we had them as growing up.
So we have a nice little red polka dot.
Really cute. What a great fabric.
All of her zipper pouches come with the needle koozie.
Yeah, which I love. I use mine all the time.
You do?
Yep.
So yeah, so I got that one. And then it also came with a little like stitch marker progress keeper. It came with 2, and we random number generated them today. And I got to keep the one that says nice.
And I got to keep the one that says naughty, which is super cute. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We probably got the wrong one, so you probably should have gotten nice. I probably should have gotten naughty.
Yeah, probably, because you are like a jerk. I'm just kidding. No. So Kevin actually bought these bags. I didn't have any say in them, and I'm really happy. I didn't at all. He was like, "Oh, I got you a bag. I got us bags." And this one is a sweater size bag. I cannot look at the cute gnome and the reindeer and the snow people and the presents. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my God, look at the little bird has a scarf and earmuffs. Can you all see that little bird there?
Cute.
How cute is that? So this is her sweater size or large bag.
It is sweater. I think it's larger than... I don't remember if it's larger. I think so she has sock, medium, large, and maybe extra large.
Check out the inside of this.
Oh, that's a pretty
Isn't
fabric.
That gorgeous? And it's like shimmery.
It is. That's really pretty.
Isn't
I didn't even notice.
So cool. Oh, I love it so much. And then this is huge though.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Sure.
So I
so inappropriate.
I have a sweater in mind. Well, we have sweaters in mind.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to use that bag because it'll be nice. Like it's winter. It's not specifically like
it's not
Christmas or anything like that. It's like winter. It reminds me of winter. So that'll like a nice January project bag. And then here's my little needle koozie. And the inside fabric is the same as the bag.
Very nice.
Inside. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So Laura is very talented. Her bags are adorable. We also got another drill bit. Did you bring that up too or no?
I didn't. I broke ours.
Yeah. Kevin broke our first one.
I decided to be a speed racer and do it, and my yarn got stuck on the Swift. So it just like...
Total user error, not product error.
No, because we had used it a bunch before that, and I loved the freaking thing. It just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she has these drill attachments for the Stanwood
ball winder
that you hook up to like your battery power, your drill, and it'll like spin it really fast. We put a couple of videos I think up one time.
It's amazing.
Doing it. It's amazing. So we got one of those as well.
And I think that's everything that we bought or that was sent.
It is.
Or that we got.
Do you have anything on your wish list? That was random, right? I've never done that before.
I know you never had what wish list.
Do you have like a knitting wish list? Or something that you're looking forward to soon?
To knit?
To buy. Yeah,
to
whatever.
I have a huge wish list. That's almost like dream knitting, are you asking me?
I don't know. Like what I don't know. Like I want to buy I don't know. I don't know where I was going.
I have no idea. So I don't have anything that I want to buy. I don't think. I have things that I would like to knit coming up soon. Like we're going to be doing Montrealer starting January 1st. So I need to get yarn for that.
Yep.
I would like to do actually that's it.
Okay.
That's all. No, actually I want to do the botanical shawl too by
that'll be nice.
Stephen West. Yep. So that's a solid color and I believe maybe like a spun right round.
Mm-hmm.
So that I would like to get yarn for that maybe. I would like to...
So I want to do the Partners in Crime shawl by Maxim Sear. And I want to use Vincent's yarn, dyed by Dells. Although he's not dyed by Dells anymore.
He's just by Dells.
He's just by Dells, I think, on Instagram now.
Is it by dot or just by Dells?
I think it's by period
Dells.
Dells.
I forget what it is on Instagram.
But I want to use his yarn. because I love his color choices that he puts together. But I was also thinking, like, I wonder if I can put together some colors that are like Tarquin's colors, like blacks and tans.
Okay.
I don't know, because like their Partners in Crime shawl is based on their dog Lola. Is that the name of the dog? And I think that was really cute.
Isn't Lola black and tan?
I think so too. So I might be able to use the same colors actually. Possibly. Agreed. I'm just gonna search to make sure that to see what his name is. Oh, this phone. I can't hit the. Oh, there we go.
It was right there.
It was? Oh, by by.delz. By-delz, if you're interested. Is it showing up? I have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know what else. I need to go through my queue. I have quite a large queue now on Ravelry to see what I want to knit. I'm going to kind of wait to make any decisions until we're done with the Stephen West shawl, because that's a huge project. I do want to start focusing a little more on garments and maybe some skill, color work, some cabling. I haven't done either of those at all. I don't think this year.
What we need to buy actually is the balls, the yarn for the.
I was actually thinking about that for the Christmas balls. If we want to give any away, as
Arna and Carlos are doing
like an advent.
A ball a day or something.
I was gonna say a ball advent.
They are funny to watch.
Oh my gosh!
It's fun, hysterical. We just watched their last episode last night. Sit and knit for a bit with Arna and Carlos.
So funny.
It's so funny.
All right, I think that's everything. So let's talk about what we've been reading and watching.
Okay.
So let's do you want to do reading or watching first?
Let's do reading first.
Reading, okay.
I have been reading Shadow of Night, which is book 2 in the All Souls trilogy. We finished Discovery of Witches with our read-along, and so I started the second book. I think I was reading the second book the last podcast.
No, because wasn't the last podcast on Halloween?
Oh, it was.
So we would have finished
it
that night.
So we finished that, Discovery of Witches, and then I started the second book right away, which I'm happy that I did. And we did talk about, as the more I read it, the better it is, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to Mists of Avalon still on our WALKs with the dog. I got new. Kevin bought me the AirPods.
Yes.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
AirPods, whatever. The wireless headphones for the iPhone, and so now they're super comfortable, and I'm really liking them a lot. So I wear those on the walk, which is nice, and I don't get tangled up in the wires and the leash and all that fun stuff. And that's all I've got, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I finished A Discovery of Witches.
Mm-hmm.
I started Shadow of Night. Is it Book of Shadows?
Shadow of Night. Oh, it's Shadow of Night.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're right there.
Yeah. Shadow of Night. I'm only a chapter into that, but I agree with you. I remember. So if you...
You know what? Grab the World of All Souls, too, because that would be interesting to talk about while we're on that.
If you guys have read... If you took part in our read-along and you read The Discovery of Witches, and you started reading Shadow of Night, what is my issue?
I don't know.
I remember the first time I read that, I was not a huge fan of it. There were moments in it that I loved. There were chapters that were great, but it was a really tough read for me to get through, honestly. Reading it a second time, or reading the third book, the way that it tied back into that second book, made me have a totally different...
appreciation
I think for the second book, and then rereading it the number of times that I have, I get so excited because I want to get to certain parts because I love them so much. So if you are reading the second book and you're struggling, it's totally worth it once you read the third one for sure. And then if you ever read it again, it gets better every single time.
It does. It absolutely does, because the second book kind of jumps around a lot.
There's a lot that happens.
There's a lot that happens in that book. Yeah, you're in a bunch of different locations, and then and it's like, what?
Yeah.
Why?
And there's a lot of characters.
Mm-hmm. But it all makes sense in the end.
It does.
Great.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So with those, I know you still have more to talk about, but with your reading, but we got this book, which is really cool. We got this a couple of years ago. It's called The World of All Souls, and it is the Discovery of Witches Shadow of Night and Book of Life like guide, and it's really cool because there's so much history in this, and Deborah Harkness is so well spoken and like traveled and smart. She's a professor.
She's a history professor.
So there's a lot of history in there, and as you're reading these books, she kind of goes into like, you know, like the history of some of these things, like Bridget Bishop, which is one of the characters that they talk about a lot. She talks about like, and it goes into like gives some more backstory about the Knights of Lazarus, which if you've read the book, you know what that's all about. There's like drawings of, you know, what things some of the locations are really cool. So if you really are in love with this book, and this is like what what her interpretation of one of the bedrooms are. This is from the third book, which you don't know about yet, but if you haven't read it, but if you have,
just spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
But yeah, it's a
cool.
very good
There's
companion.
like letters and stuff in here. It's not all like accurate history. It's kind of like her thought process, and some extra little universe things that you can jump into. So it's really cool. You can't really read it from front to back, I don't think. But
no, it's good to like peruse.
Totally, it's a perusable.
Yeah, it is. I liked it. I just love the series.
Yeah.
You know what I still can't find?
What?
What's his face's book? Marcus's. I have no idea where we put it.
Did we have the hard copy?
Yeah. No idea where it is.
We have the cover for it, but not the sleeve for it, but not the book.
Yeah. Oh, we'll have to find it. And then, so moving on, I also am reading. Mm-hmm. I finished 2 books. I needed something light after A Discovery of Witches. No. I needed something light, so I went to my male romance novels.
Yep.
So I started a series. It's called The Four Bear Construction. Right? Four Bear Construction? Yeah. By K.M. Newhold, which is Neuhold. So the first book was Caulky. The second
Caulky.
Okay.
It'll be in our show notes.
Like a caulk gun.
Yeah.
And then second book was Nailed. And so I've read both of those, and I'm currently reading the third book.
Steamy just by the titles.
The third one I'm reading is called Hardwood.
Kevin.
They're just really light. So you know what is interesting when you're reading these? But think about this. Like growing up, I thought about this the other day. When's the first time you remember seeing a gay character on television? Like not even somebody that you could relate to.
Yeah.
But a gay character on television.
No,
I think my first one would have been Willow from Buffy.
Really? But that was in a much more serious role. I feel on television, mainstream television, maybe.
Right? Where you could find somebody.
There was nothing in Dawson's Creek?
Jack.
Jack.
Jack. Dawson's Creek came out after Buffy. Or somewhere at the same time. So that was...
Well, I think that was when the WB kind of... They were kind of like the first in line to maybe bring some of this mainstream.
Right.
Without it being like a joke.
But even going on, it's not too often even still that you find there are more gay characters in television and movies, but there's not something that's just dedicated to one. Like Will and Grace was for sure, but you don't find a lot of characters that maybe we can relate to. Mm-hmm. So it's really fun to read a book where that's just the main focus. Like the current book that I'm reading, Hardwood. The main character is a 44-year-old gay guy who hasn't come out to his ex-wife and his friends. So it's not like it's all just, steamy Fabio romance cover novels. There's actually stories and intentions behind these stories. So it's they're nice. They're just a nice little fun read. And they're, some of the books are like 4 hours to read. So you're done with it in a couple of nights.
Well, that's cool.
And that's what I've been reading. So let's talk about what we've been watching.
Okay.
So first up, because we totally keep forgetting to mention this, is that we watched a couple weeks ago, we watched Boys in the Band on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So produced by Ryan Murphy.
Right.
The cast
was great.
All the cast.
The acting was fantastic.
All the characters who are gay are played by men who are gay in real life. Right? So you have Matt Bomer, Spock. What's his name? I can't think of his name. Then you have one of the, I think it's Charlie Carver, one of the twins from Teen Wolf.
Yeah. He was ditzy.
Zachary Quinto.
Oh, yeah, Zachary Quinto. Good job.
Jim Parsons from Big Bang Theory.
Mm-hmm. He's a great actor. So this is based on a play, I think?
It is. It's
right?
based on a play.
Or
it takes
Broadway,
place in New
something?
York, and
yeah.
I don't, maybe like the 50s or 60s? 60s,
Yeah.
60s, 70s? 70s.
I don't know if I was a super fan, to be honest with you. I thought it was great and entertaining, and it was definitely a train wreck.
Their relationships
because their
with each
relationships were a train wreck, and they were very. It was very.
They were just mean.
They were mean.
Two of them specifically. Yeah. It was. I thought the acting was
great. It took
great.
place in the 70s, right?
I think 70s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Acting was great.
Acting was really.
All
good.
the characters were really good. It was just. It's so. I mean, that goes back to show you like how hard it was to be gay at that point in time.
But not just that too, because there was also some like ethnic stuff too, you know, and you know, there was it was layers. It was layers and layers on, you know, oppression and, you know, trying to live up to what mainstream you're supposed to be and how you can hide. I don't know, it was just really a lot of different themes.
There was a lot of stuff going on.
It was a lot.
It was very good though.
It was good. It was
so
just I don't know.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. I just felt like it was more, it was darker than I expected it to be.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be like a comedy, and while there were some giggles and like chuckles, you know, like when you get ready to watch a movie, and you're like, what? You think like, okay, well, I'm in the mood now for a like easy comedy.
Yes.
And then it turns out to be like a serious.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
no, I get that.
I don't know if I was prepared for that.
I could see that. I could totally see that.
You know, so I will definitely watch it again if I just have to get in the mindset for it. I don't know. Does that make sense to anybody?
Absolutely. And then during our week off, we watched from HBO Max. They bought like DC. The DC universe had like their own channel app almost. So it's a superhero TV show called Titans. It's based on Teen Titans. Mm-hmm. We just power through 2 seasons of it, and it was so good.
We forgot to release the people who don't care.
You've been released.
You've been released.
It was great. I loved all the characters in it.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
If you are a fan of superhero shows and movies, I would definitely give it a shot. I would totally recommend this. I can't wait for season 3 to come out.
Too.
And it should be coming out, I think, fairly soon, if I'm not mistaken. I know that they've at least started filming or have filmed it. So that was good. We watched, and it had so many superheroes in it.
It was
like,
great.
crazy.
It was so good. We were like our 12-year-old. It was like a 12-year-old boy's fantasy, but grown up, because there was like swearing and like real life kind of stuff, and it was really cool. They brought it up to.
It reminds me of the Arrowverse on CW now. Yeah. So it's not, you know, your Marvel lighthearted joking all the time. It's a darker superhero take on it, and it's just the characters and where they kind of are. The character development for some of them was great too.
Totally, I was enthralled. I loved it.
The only thing I will say is that the end of season 1 and the beginning of season 2 did not.
No.
Like the beginning of season 2 should have been the season finale. Episode 1 of season 2 should have been the season finale of episode 1. That's the only thing that threw me off. But other than that, it was
because it was like the middle of the first episode. It like the first episode of season 2 ended the story from season 1, and then picked up a new story kind of for season 2, right? It was like in the middle, so it was weird. It wasn't like a fresh start, but it made sense to us because like we were able to go from one season to another, but I don't know if it would have made I don't know, who knows, we'll see.
What else have we watched? I watched Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, you did.
This week. I haven't seen that movie in years, and it's just, I mean, it's so good.
Yeah.
Robin Williams, Matt Damon, and Ben Affleck.
Great movie.
Great.
Totally.
Casey Affleck.
It's another one of those smart
movies.
Driver.
Yeah,
I like those movies that like make you think in like
it's a feel good one too by the end of it, you know. Yeah. It's good. It's really good. And then I watched Moana for the first time, so that was really cute. And I started a new show on Netflix, Marcella, Marcella. It is, I don't even know what country it takes place in, but somewhere in Europe.
Okay.
She is a retired detective who goes back to the force because a serial killer that eluded them 7 years prior when she left the force is now back.
Oh.
So they go and talk to, first episode, they kind of like go talk to her, and she ends up going back to the force to really work on this case. But there's so much more involved in it. It's So it's a cop drama, but their cop dramas it's more suspenseful. There's a lot of storyline in this, and like you don't know who the killer is. Like you get some ideas and then you're like, so it's very, very good. There's a lot of like little twists in it that are happening. The main actress, don't know her name. I believe she won an Emmy for this role, an international Emmy. She's really, really good in it. And the actress who plays Downton Abbey, Edith is in it.
You were going to say Ethel.
I was going to say Ethel, but it's Edith. Yeah. And I think that's all that we've watched, right? I don't know that we
watch a lot of podcasts too. So like when we were on vacation
is when we watched Titans.
Right. So we didn't watch a lot of our podcasts that we usually do.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
So I think this past week
we watched a lot of the news as well.
Oh yeah, we watched a lot of the news. Yeah, and the election coverage and all of that stuff.
Yeah, so we were watching that in Titans. Yeah. That's kind of what we watched our week off.
Yeah, during our week off. Yeah, that's right. So this week we really didn't watch much else, but we're catching up on, a lot of our favorite podcasts. Yeah. So
I think that's everything.
I think that might be as well. Let's see what else. So next time we podcast will be the weekend after Thanksgiving, I believe, the Saturday after Thanksgiving
here in the U.S.
or something. And what we're going to do is, I think we talked about it once, the last episode maybe. Kevin and I decided that once a month we're going to do a live, just to hang out like we normally do, chit-chat, answer your questions. But we're going to try it. And what we have done before was we did like an episode like this. And then the next week on a Saturday, we would do our live. And then we would have, so it would be like 3 weeks in a row. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to have our episode like we normally do, our regular podcast episode where we show our like FOs and all that fun stuff on Saturday. And then Sunday, the next day, we'll do our live.
Yes.
So we thought it would be kind of cool because if, you'll have an opportunity maybe to watch the video and, below leave some comments and questions, and we'll talk about it in our next podcast. But we thought we would be able to like interact a little bit more the day after.
Yeah.
And be like a little bit more, like it'll make sense because it's like right after, you know what I mean? So we'll be able to answer questions and interact with y'all.
And then one of the things that we found not hard, but it's difficult because we're going 3 weeks in a row that we don't have a lot of stuff to speak about that following podcast because we just had the live the week before. So the time, it gave us a little bit less to talk about in between them. So this allows us to go a full 2 weeks without releasing any content.
And we don't want you all to, because like some of the, feedback is they don't want, you all don't want to miss, like, I don't want to show, like, what if I show the Dapple on the live and then I forget to show it on, whatever. So whatever. We'll see. That's what we'll do. It is what it is.
And then you know what too? I've been thinking, speaking of like stuff that we're watching, I'm kind of like excited-ish to start watching Christmassy type of movies. Like, I love my Hallmark Christmas movies.
I know. What candle is that?
That's Moonbeam Pumpkins. And then coming up is, I think my go-to Christmas movies are the Santa Claus movies.
I love the Santa Claus movies.
So those should be coming up soon.
Yeah.
So guys, what are your go-to Christmas movies?
Or holiday movies?
Like holiday movies. What's the thing that you have to watch? I love Miracle on 34th Street, the original in black and white.
You do.
That's one of my go-to ones. And candles. Let's talk about a candle for a moment, guys. If you guys like candles.
Okay, I'm going to have to pee very soon. So.
I do. I already have to.
Great.
So we tried out a new candle company.
Oh, yeah, we did.
DW Homes.
We didn't talk about this yet?
No, we were going to, but, we had allocated that discussion to Ethel and Carlotta.
Yeah, but they dropped the ball hardcore.
They sure did.
Yeah, they were all over the place.
They failed. I don't know that they're going to be able to come back ever again.
I think they should every once in a while come back. Just randomly.
Maybe if we can Skype them in from their nursing home.
Maybe. Totally. I don't know. They don't seem like they're ready for a nursing home, though.
Maybe not. Maybe they just need to go.
They were full of like some spice.
They were. Yeah. So DW Home candles. They're really great. They're poured in small batches, and we've got a bunch of different like scents, and they're not overpowering.
No.
Like we're Yankee Candle guys. We get the majority of our candles from there, or Walmart or Target.
Right.
But this one, I really, really thought that they were reasonably priced. They burn incredibly clean. And Yankee Candle, we always have the problem where it doesn't burn around the outside.
Right.
All of these have burned like straight through, and So I really impressed with them. So if you guys are if you like
Do you want to
candles,
link that below?
yeah, we'll link DW Home below. If you sign up the first time, it's like 10% off your order, and they're not priced horribly by any means. So one of my favorite ones is chocolate pumpkin spice.
Oh my goodness!
Like seriously, I want that all year long. It doesn't taste. It's just the chocolate's the prominent fragrance from it.
Yes.
So it's not like freaking pumpkin pie sitting on your counter for the entire day. It's
No,
just,
but there's
it's
nothing
so
wrong
light.
with that either.
No, but it's so they're so light, and I love them. So yeah, I wanted you mentioned the candle. Thank you for doing that because I meant to talk about it.
Glad I can help.
That's what we'll do maybe in like December. Some of our favorite things on the live. We'll do a live of like our favorite things and grab some of our favorite like products.
Good.
What? I just
great.
spazzed for a moment.
Yeah, I didn't know where you were going.
I had no idea
I
either.
put my nurse's cap on.
You might
Do a neuro assessment on you or something.
So I think that is everything, guys.
I think so too. Let's see what else.
That's it.
That's it.
So if you have stuck around this long,
thank you so
very
much.
If there's any audio issues and lighting issues, we apologize. We'll get our act together next week. We just really wanted to try this out to see if it would work for us. I think it's going to.
I think so.
I just think we'll plug in the mic and then we'll get. I think we're only going to need one light.
I think we'll have. I think we need an extra light too.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it. We'll see how it comes out.
I'll see if I could edit and brighten it up a little bit. I think this is just going to make our life a little bit easier going forward with the processing of this. So we appreciate you sticking around. If you have, give the video a thumbs up.
Yeah, please.
Subscribe to the channel. Leave some comments. We appreciate all the comments. It's
really
so much fun to read stuff from you guys. And I think that is everything. So we are going to say goodbye. We will see you guys in a fortnight.
See you in a fortnight.
Until then, stay safe. Have fun.
And then next time there'll be some
crafting.
9-inch circular needles.
There will,
I don't have a microphone today.
He doesn't, so we will make sure we have a microphone and that he will cast on something on a 9-inch circular needle. So he'll have 5 whips.
Hopefully I'll have something finished by the next 2 weeks.
Let's hope so.
I know.
All right, guys.
All right,
bye, everybody.
Thank you so much.